Hi everyone, welcome to Me in 40. I'm here with my friend Ty. We're here to talk about men's skincare and Ty's story about his skin concerns as well as what he has changed over the past 30 days. So welcome Ty.
Thanks, Anita. Thanks for having me.
You want to tell the viewers a little bit about yourself?
Sure. So as Anita mentioned, my name's Ty. I live in Toronto, 45 years old, father of four, and my wife and I have a software business that we run. So pretty fast-paced, pretty busy life, but loving it. So pretty happy to be so busy.
So like most men, Ty is a father and also tries to balance his work life with his family life as well as personal interests. Now I know skincare isn't one of the personal interests of most men in their 40s, but tell us about your skin concerns and what led you to start something different.
Well, I guess being 45, you start to realize that you're getting older as a guy, and you start to age. And so for me, what I was noticing in myself was these, I guess, these bumps or dots on my face. I think you mentioned they're called Milia or something like that.
Yes.
And they're getting a little discolored. So I noticed that. I noticed a bit of wrinkling. I noticed some kind of dark patches under my eyes from just general stress and, less sleep. So I just noticed just natural aging in my face. When you look in the mirror, you're thinking, you know what? I'm not looking so young anymore. So I think that's what prompted me to start thinking that, maybe I should start doing something. Well, that along with my wife prompting me that I should be doing something as well.
That always helps.
Yeah.
Milia is actually a common skincare concern, and it comes with aging because our skin naturally should be turning itself over, but that functionality tends to decrease past 30, 35. What usually happens is when we see spots, they're sort of like raised bumps. People tend to resort to laser or some harsh chemical types of peels, but there are natural ways to combat it. So Ty, do you want to tell us a little bit about what you were doing before and what you're doing now with your skincare?
So what I was doing before was zero. So I would say up until about 2 years ago, I was probably the typical guy where I did nothing. Maybe I'd wash my face in the shower, but outside of that, there was no, creams or ointments or even just daily washing of the face was not even there. So I literally did nothing. But probably a couple of years ago, my wife started buying me some products such as like under eye cream, using some of her face cleaner or wash, and started washing on a daily basis. But on top of that, I think I also cut back on drinking, which probably was a big factor. Going through COVID, that went up, and then after COVID, I think I realized that needed to come back down to a proper level, and so I think reducing the quantity of alcohol in my diet helped a lot with, I guess, the health of my skin and the health of my face, along with starting to use some of these treatments. But then I started to use, in the last little while, I would say the last six months, actual like serums and actual products to help improve the skin quality and maybe reverse some of this stuff, right? So using some of the beauty counter products to try to treat some of the mealy and kind of tighten up the skin a little bit and kind of improve the quality.
When you think about health overall, what's that like for you? The skincare part of it.
Yeah, for me, I think it's not just what's on the surface. I think it's what's inside as well. I would say I live a relatively healthy lifestyle. I have a pretty well-balanced diet. I take supplements. I exercise and try to stay active, but also try to consume a good amount of water on a daily basis to stay hydrated. So I think holistically, it's taking care of the inside as well as the outside. And then I think a big factor too is balancing stress, right? Ensuring that you're getting enough sleep, ensuring that you're prioritizing your health so that you're not getting too stressed at work, or that you have more patience with your kids, and all of that. Because I think all of that is a big factor in terms of your overall health. The overall health is what I feel ages you, not just what you see on the surface.
When we started talking about skincare, and I know it's still in the very early stages, but how do you feel?
I feel great. Like I get positive comments from my wife, which is a big indicator. So that's a real positive. I think a big factor for me is I look in the mirror and I say, well, I don't think I look 45, right? And so, I think if I can say that and I feel good inside, then I think it's a real positive, and I'm really happy with the results.
Now, on a last note, for people who are watching out there, men in their 40s, is there a tip that you would give to them?
Maybe just start by getting over the fact that it's not manly to do it. Like I'm a guy's guy, and I went through the process of never doing anything, and so I get it. But you hit a certain point in your life, generally your mid-40s, where you start to feel you are aging, and there are effects and impacts there, and you want to obviously look better, and you want to feel better, and you feel better when you look better. So, and so the advice is kind of get over that stigma, because at the end of the day, it's a positive change for you, and it's going to help you feel both mentally better and more confident. An easy way to kind of get started is just probably listen to your wife, right? Like you're probably going to get those prompts naturally from your wife, just because she's using products and she's aware of it, and so she's going to say, well, why don't you just try washing your face, or why don't you try just using some of this under eye cream, or why don't you whatever. It's just keeping an open mind and giving it a try, because at the end of the day, I think it's going to help make you feel better and more confident, which I'm sure every guy would want more of,
I think a lot of viewers out there who are watching, that will spark something inside of you. And if there are indicators that you want to reverse signs of aging and go the natural route, it does take time and it does take discipline. But I think if you stick to a routine, build a healthy habit, then the results will come. I just want to thank Ty for taking his time out to stick to a healthy habit and share his experience. Thank you so much, Ty.
Happy to. Thanks,
Yeah.
Anita.
Every month we'll be featuring another man and his skincare journey. So stay tuned for that. And until then, talk to you later.